Yo, what's up? How's it going? Smash push to Celeste. Wish me luck. You got it. I believe in you. Drink water. Take breaks. You'll do great. Not really. Having kind of a rough day. Didn't sleep great, but that's alright. Oh, we manage. How are you doing? Lost my first game? That's alright. It's okay. Keep at it, you know? The other day I lost like 2 or 3 in a row, and then I won, or I think I lost 2 and then won 3. So it's alright. Oof. It's alright. Keep at it, you know? Is now connected, so that's good. I'm having a chill day. I think I'm gonna keep webcam off today and just relax a little. Probably shorter stream. Yeah, good luck. I believe in you. You can hit it. On the basics. Make some plays. Get her done. Plat. The right gambit? What do I feel like this is the wrong gambit? Okay, we're good. Oh, this one's gonna be interesting. I think we just jump right into it. Let's get to it. One of those days, you know? Pick a song. Perfect. Here we go. Alright. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another VOD review. Today we have a Plat Gambit. They said, I duo queued with a friend who themselves are ranked Diamond, but I keep making mistakes as Gambit, who I started to play more often about 2 weeks ago. I have trouble managing my resources, keep getting caught out of position, and can't time my ults right. I can't hear or see the things my friend hears and sees, and have a hard time communicating when I'm trying to concentrate, which in turn creates another layer of problems. I don't know how to correct my play other than keep hitting my head against a competitive brick wall and hope something clicks in place before I concuss myself. Frankly, as I am now, I feel I don't have what it takes to climb through Diamond, and I think I'm best Plat or even Gold player. Okay. So there's a lot there. Hey, what's up, Boo? How's it going? There's a lot there. This game is really complicated, so definitely don't beat yourself up if everything's not clicking at the same time, especially if you're not used to, you know, the hero shooter genre, if you're not used to team games, if you're not used to this game specifically. Like there's a lot going on, so don't beat yourself up. These things take time, and we'll try to break these down to like simple concepts so we can work on one thing at a time. Definitely don't worry about rank. Don't worry about where you are. All you can control is like your keyboard, and a lot of other things go into your rank. So Gambit's also a very complicated character in general, and a lot of things that he does are kind of counterintuitive. I wouldn't say counterintuitive, but they're actually just kind of hidden. you kind of touched on resource management, right? Like his resource management is difficult enough already, and then they go and hide all of the cooldowns, right? So a lot of people don't know, one card is 8 seconds, so 2 cards is 16 seconds. And so one bridge boost actually has a 16-second cooldown. And also knowing the difference between bridge boost and cleanse and anti and push and when to use them is really difficult. And then add on to that, you have 2 different dashes, both of which are 12 seconds. If you use both of them, that's 24. Then you can add the dashes. Like, it gets complicated. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to take it slow, and we're going to break things down and try to focus on like one thing at a time, because we can't do everything.
You keep your eyes on the foes. I'll keep mine on the prize.
Okay, Damon's dead. Or our Punisher's dead.
Heavy weapons. I'm in love.
It took us a long time to learn that our powers are related.
Wow, he died quick. Okay, that happens. Don't worry about it. Now we gotta play a little more conservatively. Down one. Okay, they have a Spidey. I don't mind that bridge boost. I really don't like that anti. See, this is why I don't like the anti, because now we're out of cards, right? So let me try to explain the thought process here, okay? So what I want you to focus on is understanding 2 different things, okay? This is how we're going to break it down. I'm going to go through and we're going to explain what each of the abilities are used for and what they should do. And so that'll be one thing. And then the second thing is, how do we implement that, okay? So first of all, to implement how we go about it, there's a process to learning in this game that I usually try to teach people. And it's basically, what I want you to do is I want you to solely focus on one ability at a time and play like multiple games in a row where you don't think about positioning, you don't think about healing people, you don't think about your cooldowns, anything else, your health bar. You only look at the one ability that you're trying to learn. And the rest, you just kind of like autopilot it, okay? So to start with, I would recommend, let's say, I don't know, bridge boost or anti. Pick one of those 2. And then I want you to play a couple games in a row, whether they're quick play or comp, doesn't really matter, whichever one you feel like you can learn better at. Personally, for me, I learn these things in comp, but to each their own. And I want you to play a bunch of games in a row and only look at that ability, okay? And I want you to, it's important to play multiples in a row, because depending on map, on team composition, enemy composition, right? All of those can kind of change it. So you have to do a couple in a row to really get that in. And what this process is going to do is it's going to teach you to put some things on autopilot and focus on one until that one thing is good enough to where it can go on autopilot and not be awful. Hey Gia, how's it going? So that's, and then once you get really comfortable with one ability, let's say you worked really hard on anti, and now you see like, okay, I used anti in this situation, it didn't really provide any value, and so I'm not going to do that anymore, right? Once you get really good at it, that skill will move from you having to think about it to it being in long-term memory, and you don't actually have to think about it anymore. And it will be on reaction based on things that you see in the game, okay? So you want to do that with each ability individually. I'd say pick between anti and bridge boost, okay? And then once you're comfortable with those, you know, do the other one. Then I would work on your dash and your bash, right? Then I would work on your positioning. Then I would work on your ult, things like that. And you can elevate these to whichever one you feel like least comfortable with first. Do that. And then that learning process of like, I don't know, however many games you do in a row of each one, then we can bring it all together. And then we can start incorporating other things, okay? And as you're going through that, we need to talk about how to get the most value out of each ability. So now that's the general like blueprint. So now if I give you, for the rest of the game, we're going to go through and I'm going to point out situations and purposes of the cooldowns, okay? And we'll talk about if you use them wrong and why, and hopefully that'll give you a good blueprint as how you could do it. This is a pretty good bridge boost because your support is getting dove and you have 2 divers on you, right? So this is a great way to preemptively, like what the bridge boost does is obviously it heals when it hits. It auto targets, so if, you know, she's getting pulled up and out of the way and you miss some of your shots, it's okay because it's still going to hit. And you can see it changes the health bar. Now there's a little green outline. It'll probably be a little different because my colors are slightly off, but there's a little outline here that shows that any time that she does receive healing, it's going to have bonus healing applied. So I think it's like 10% more or something. Don't quote me on the numbers there, but it's going to do extra. So this was a great use of bridge boost in response to you getting dove, okay? Give me a second to blow my nose. All right, so good use of bridge boost. That is a 16-second cooldown, so we can't use it too often, but it's a pretty decent use, especially since we're down 1. Now this bash, what bash is mostly used for is actually a self-heal tool, right? So it heals yourself and it heals people around you in a radius. And so this would not be a good use of bash. You're at full health. It really doesn't do too much damage, especially to like a venom. Sometimes you can use it to secure a kill if this venom's at like literally 1 health and you have to reload. Other than that, you really want to save this because this is your primary like I need healing now button. Okay, now we keep going. Then we throw in anti, and even though we miss, even if this did hit, hey, what's up, Lou? Even if this did hit, it wouldn't kill, right? So with anti, there's 2 main uses of it. The first is to secure a kill, right? If somebody's low and they're about to die and you want them to not get healing so they actually do end up dying, anti's a great tool for that. Now it is on a 16-second cooldown, so you have to be a little liberal with it and you have to be absolutely positively sure that you're going to secure a kill, or else it's just gonna put you out of 16 seconds. Okay? So there's that. Then the second option for using anti is if we're in a neutral push, right? So we have 6 people over here and 6 people over here, and we're all poking, and it's kind of neutral, and both teams are kind of fighting to gain the upper hand. And then you have a tank like aggressively push in. You can use it as a deterrent, as like a way to be like, no, you actually can't push here. That's less likely to happen. I would more use it as a way to secure kills. Okay, that was a much better use of bash, so that's good. We're in healing deck, so let me explain like what being in each deck does real quickly. If you're in healing deck, obviously you get access to cleanse and you get access to bridge boost, which is nice, and then you get a self heal, right? So when you're in your healing deck, you can see you're in healing deck, it gives you a self heal. Not really all that useful. I'd rather you position better and use your bash. When you're in healing, it doesn't actually output more healing. When you're in damage deck, it does output more damage for the 6 seconds that you're in it. So that's a common misunderstanding for the character. Oh, that's okay. Next thing we want to talk about, and this is another thing, like with each one of these, when we talk abilities and things like that, I want you to set it aside, like maybe get out a list and set it aside and be like, I'm going to spend a couple games and work only on this. So this is another thing that we can add to that list, which is basically healing priority. So this is something Flats has talked about. This is where I get the idea from. Basically, you should have a list in your head of who is the priority, right? Because if we don't have that list, then we're just kind of healing whatever's in front of us. So the priority should go, number 1, first and foremost, our support, our other support, okay? Because if our other support dies, everybody else dies, and we have no fight. The second is actually a DPS. the reason it's a DPS is because DPS usually they don't have sustain on their own. Okay, so if they don't have sustain on their own, they're more reliant on you to keep them up. And then tied with them, who actually overtakes it, is a tank who is about to die, right? So if we go back to here,
Just the boost I get.
and we see, okay, we're helping our support. They're our #1 priority. Okay, the support is full. Now we see, oh, she popped critical. Our tank is now our priority, right? Because they're about to die. Then at the end, it would be a full health tank. And that's the priority. So #1, your other support. #2, your a almost dead tank or a DPS. And then #3 would be a, slightly injured tank. What's up, Chaotism? How goes the rivals break? Taking a little swap.
Long ago, Eric.
This would be a great use of bridge boost. Nice.
Long's living up to her name.
Actually, not. You're playing bad. The positioning's not bad either. Oh, nice. Sorry, Jake. Just keep at it. You got it.
Do the same for me, we.
A watch of over. Oof. How's that going? Alright, so let's talk about Gambit's ult now. No, I haven't played Overwatch in a very long time. I probably should, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do that today. So let's talk about Gambit's ult. First of all, I'm going to assume that you know some of this, but I'm going to over-explain it anyway. Just so you know... So Gambit's ult is field of view based, right? So anybody in this area will get it, right? Anybody outside of this area will not get it. Okay? So that's really important. Nobody behind you. It's not a circle. It's a field of view thing. Okay. So with that, we got to make sure when we ult that we back up and we try to get as many people as possible. Okay. So that's just for that. Next thing we got to talk about is like, what is Gambit's ult used for? And you probably know we have all of the effects, right? So it has a cleanse effect. It has a damage boost. It has a health, a healing regen. It has a speed boost. It has a jump boost. It lasts 10 seconds. It has ult gain boost, right? So those are all the things that Gambit's ult can do. So what is the idea behind Gambit ult? When should we use it? It basically has two main uses. The first is a defensive ult, right? You can kind of use it like a regular support ult, like a cloak or an invis or something. You can use it in response to a high threat situation. The second and much better use of it is to actually engage aggressively with his ult. And the reason for that is hopefully you get your ult early, then you engage early, then these people who are close to their ult, by the time your ult is over, they will have their ult. You kind of steamroll, okay? Now that we've broken it down, in order to get the most value out of it, you have to find the spots that allows you to get that value. So when should we have ulted here? Now that we've explained what it does, and again, this is another one of those things that you can write down of like a couple games in a row. We're going to figure this out. So here we lose our Angela, they lose their mag. So we traded tanks. Now we're down to DPS. So here this is more of like a defensive momentum ult, because things are kind of breaking down. Honestly, this is kind of rough. I mean, I would prefer a cloak ult here, but that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, that's not a great bridge boost. That's okay. We already talked about those. Let me check up on this. I submitted one on Discord. Nice, nice.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
All right. So this just illustrates my point of like why we really want to take it down to the bare minimum and focus on one ability at a time, right? Because when you do one ability at a time, then these fights where things break down, then you can actually use your thought process on like what I need to do instead of like what abilities do I have and did I already plan correctly? Because we use so many abilities like preemptively here. And then by the time we really needed things, we didn't have anything left, right? We're down to one card. We had some bridge boosts. We already used our dash, our bash, like both of them. We're out of cooldowns essentially. And then when we need it, it's over.
Help.
Ain't nobody stealing Gambit's chance to win.
I'll get you next time.
Okay, once again, we just kind of panic, right? The second we get hit, we already use our bash, like kind of preemptively. I don't think we get the healing from it, do we? We do, okay. So not a bad bash, not a bad dash. The real problem is we over panic. We didn't take a second to actually look that this bridge boost probably isn't necessary. And then we use our anti, again, we talked about that. And then now that people are low and a bridge boost actually would be pretty decent because we have an ulting Punisher, we don't have it.
Now you do the same for me,
You have some good game sense, like for sure. You're doing some good things. It just feels like we're overwhelmed. This is not a bad ult, especially since the Venom ulted. So you cleansed the Venom effect, right?
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
The next thing I want to talk when we talk about ults, this goes for any support ult, is whenever you ult, you gotta have the timer in your head, especially for Gambit because it doesn't show it on the field. And when there's about 3 seconds left, you need to get back to safety. Bad. There's always a question with how complex Gambit is. Does the reviewee need help playing support or playing Gambit? Yeah, like their positioning has been fine. They play like a support. I think they just we use all of our cooldowns and now we don't have them. It would be really nice to have a bridge boost here, you know, some bashes. So this is really good news though, because we don't have to worry about positioning and like the general flow of the game and things like that. We just have to worry about like Gambit specific. How do we get the most value out of our cooldowns? I feel like we're gonna see the same things follow through the rest of this game, right? So that was a pretty bad bridge boost. This one was a good bridge boost. Which I would have... Yeah, that one would have been fine. Going into damage deck here is okay. It's a bit risky because we're out of cards.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! started stealing
Bridge boost. A little late. That's okay. Another great thing about the process is these things become automatic. You see that situation, your brain automatically reacts and sees this is a great spot to bridge boost, right? We just have to do the slow process of moving each one of our abilities into that situation. This would be a great time to ult. Not quite yet, but coming up, okay? We get a pick. We have a lot of chaos going on. So right about here. Our team is now fighting. This would be a great time to ult. And you already got it. Great. Cleanse. So that would have been a great time to cleanse. Gambit, there's a sound effect. So remember I was talking about where when there's about 3 seconds left on our support ult, we need to back up. For Gambit, you can actually hear the cards. They make like a high pitch, like whirring maybe. You can hear it here. And then they pop. I think the replay viewer was messed up because we didn't hear the second time. It's there. Did our other support ult at the same time as we did, or was there after? They did it after. Oh, and then did they get killed out of it? Yeah. And that mag won their team to fight, for sure. Okay, here, die or get out. You're probably not going to get out because they have Venom and Spidey, so just die as quick as you can.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
Oh. Oh. Hey, we waste a bash there. Okay, so we haven't really talked too much about cleanse. Cleanse you want to be thinking of. Cleanse is probably the highest level thing Gambit can do. Yeah. And the way you use cleanse is you actually just look at the enemy team comp every time between fights, every time you have downtime, you just press tab, look at the enemy team comp and think, okay, is there an ability on the enemy team that I could cleanse that would really help my team? Venom ult, he puts anti on everybody. That'd be a pretty good one. Strange ult, he freezes everybody. Groot ult, he sees everybody. Bucky ult, you can just cleanse it, then his ult is over, right? So with cleanse, you want to be thinking like proactively, and that's another thing you can add to the list of like things that I won't have to think about it after I think about them the first couple of times. That become automatic, and then your value just goes up. It looks like you thought about it, but a little bit late. That's okay. So now, yeah, either die or get out. Now we're just staggering really bad. All right, nice. Our team makes it back together. And here I'm probably thinking I'm gonna try to get my ult quickly because I'm at 90. Bash again, bash again! No! Okay. Here's a concept we haven't really talked about yet. I want to mention it. I wouldn't worry about it too much because we're still learning the character. Just focus on, learning each ability. But I want to mention it for later. And that's this concept of just letting them die, right? Even if this read also has you and you're invincible somehow. Let's say you're invincible and healing him right here. He's still going to die, okay? He's going to die. And he's going to stagger. So the longer you heal him, the longer it's going to take him to respawn and take a fight with the team. The next thing is, watch this from the Venom's perspective, okay? So he's like, oh, there's a read on cart. I'm going to go read on cart. And what does he see? We see healing shots from Gambit, right? And so he's like, okay, I know the Gambit's back out. Target acquired. Here he is, ready to go. So in this scenario, the best option you could have done is actually just sit here. Just sit here and wait. And then your Emma's going to sit here. And then you're going to be like, all right, don't go out there. And then we wait until the last possible second so we actually have to fight. Not a bad ult. I hate that your cloak also ulted, but that happens. Oh, you guys actually hold this? Spidey, nice. Held it together at the very last second.
0-2-2.
I left the beaches of Tacoma for some uninvited guests.
I'll get you next time.
Just the boost out here.
There's a bad bridge boost. There's no reason. Our team's still at full health and we're not really doing too much.
Now you do the same for me,
I want you to add to that list. Another thing is actually just your primary fire. I want you to experiment with just how long you can keep people alive, and definitely do this one in quick play, but see how long you could keep people alive with just your left click, right? Because if you understand your, not only like when it's good, but also when it's bad, by letting your team die and finding that limit, then you'll know like, oh, this situation, I actually can keep my Emma up with just left clicking, right? You have to find the limits of everything else, and then you work with the abilities to maximize the positives and minimize the negatives.
Now you do the same for me, Wee. Lucky strong. Glad I sharpened my sword, Namor.
We already talked about Bash.
I was fine.
Set those swift things. Just the boost I need. On your toes.
And we see we use Anti. It doesn't really do anything because the Venom just pops his healing and he's fine anyway. Now that he's actually in danger, the Anti's already gone. But he picks us off. That happens.
Ain't nobody stealing Gambit's chance to win.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
You mess with the wrong cages. Don't mess with the amazing
Oh.
Spider-Man!
Nice.
I'll get you next time. Ew.
Now we're just chilling, cruising along. Not a great... Good ult timing. I love this ult timing. I don't like the Anti, but this ult timing is fantastic. Your team is actually engaged, and we have good time, and we back up to try to get everybody. I think we missed the cloak, unfortunately. But I think the timing is fantastic, and I think the idea is there. Cleanse. If we don't do that bad Anti, now we have Cleanse for our team.
Keep your tentacle.
Ain't nobody stealing Gambit's chance to win.
I'll get you next time.
Just so you know, I don't think we mentioned it, but the Bash is a 6-second cooldown, so it is much shorter. But if you use 2 of them, that is 12 seconds, and that can take a long time to get them both back. I like that bridge boost attempt. If you're doing what I think you're doing, I'm pretty sure you hear that Emma is ulting, and so you throw that in her direction to keep doing what you're doing. That's great. You definitely have some good instincts. You just gotta learn like Gambit specific things.
Ooh-wee, that hit the spot. Still got an edge. Lucky draw. got your back.
I don't mind the spin. So there we used our dash and our spin just to get some positioning, right? We got close to our team. The second bash was definitely unnecessary, but again, we're on the right track. We have our priorities right. We help our support.
And I thought
Not bad.
too many.
Bad bash. That's okay. We're working on it. There's no reason to be in here. Hey, I love the instincts. You go to bridge boost during that. We're just a little slow. That's a good place to be in. Because then it's just practice, right?
I was fine.
Okay, bad bridge boost. Hey, what's up, Hollow? What's up, Caesar? Oh, okay. I was wondering. So is this the friend that plays with you? I love this ult timing. This is great. Oh, get out. Nice. Sorry, guys. I'm not feeling great today, so no webcam. It'll probably be a little shorter. I'm sorry. Another not great use of bridge boost. And now we don't have it for when we need it.
Some uninvited guests.
Nice.
These beasts of yours disgust me.
Namor's little footsteps. Good luck, Hollow. Hope the games go well. Uh-oh. Cleanse? Ah, see, that would be a better use for cleanse, I think.
Just the boost I need. The moon haunts you.
Here just gets a spawn. There's no reason to take this fight here. You can just walk to spawn doors. Hey, no, our team's dead. I literally just stopped shooting. Because you already have your ult. Yeah, this is fine. Oh, yeah? I'm scared of your guys' idea of fun. Okay, I would ult here in 3, 2... Okay, never mind. No, 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 no! Oh! So I think the idea is there. I think we're just locked in. So this would be a good ult, right? We're about to engage our teams all together where you can play aggressive, right? The second our other support ults, now we definitely don't want to double. Well, they double ult in response, so it's fine. Played Hawkeye, Penny, Loki, Ultron, Jeff, and Adam. Wow. That's quite the roster. So here I just want to illustrate the point of like, Gambit has so many tools. I want to get you out of the mindset of like using all the tools and more into the mindset of like, I'm not going to use a tool unless I need to use it. So the pendulum's probably going to swing a bit too far of like, now I'm not using enough abilities, and that's okay. And then we bring it back and try to find the balance. Oh.
seconds.
The moon haunts you.
Don't walk out with 2 health, please.
I'll get you next. Final 10 seconds. You belong.
All right.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Actually, here's a question. Does Gambit cleanse? Does that cleanse the Earthbound effect from like Namor's ult and things shift?
Your way.
I have no idea.
What have we here? Enemies on approach.
I was fine.
Instantly get you upright from Namor ult? Wow. Oh. No. I mean before the Namor ult hits. As in like if you... Because you can't use movement abilities in Namor ult when it's going off before the whale lands. So if you cleanse that... Grounded effect, I don't believe so. Okay, interesting. Alright. So... Yeah, there's a lot here to work on. I think, again, you have good instincts. We just have to learn Gambit specifically. So, if you have a list, like, write down each one of Gambit's abilities and focus on them one at a time. And I think you'll start feeling a lot more comfortable. Start with either anti or bridge boost. Throw in... So, if we write them all down, focus on anti, focus on bridge boost, focus on just your primary fire, just your ult, just your dash without the spin, then dash with the spin, just the bash, and like work on each one of those individually. Also throw in there, because Gambit's a really complex character, throw in there when you want to be in just in damage deck, right? Because there's a lot of value that can be gained. And when you're going through this process, again, the thing that you want to be thinking of is, how do I get the most value out of this specific ability? And what goes into that is like, if I use it now, could I have gotten more value if I held it and saved it for later? Or is this a situation that I have to use it now, and then whatever comes later, we can get to that? Yeah. So anyway, that's it for this VOD review. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. God bless. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye. All right. I believe cleanse won't free you to use movement abilities to escape Namor ult. I think you can. I'll test it with a friend later. Yeah, I need to do that. I submitted one in the Discord. Nice. Okay, we'll check that one out next. Give me a second to organize these, and then I have to take a quick break. What do we title that one? That was a Plat? Plat Gambit? Plat Gambit. You go back. Oh yeah. Tool chest. I like the idea there, Hollow. I'm gonna shorten it just a little to make sure it fits in the thumbnail. Okay. No celestial. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, Jake. All right, give me a second. I will be back. Give me like a 3 to 5 minute break, okay? And then we will get back to Vic Tunics, your VOD review, which I believe we've already done one for you quite a while ago. Yeah. So this will be good. We have another one. So yeah, give me a second. I'm gonna run an ad. I'll be right back. See you in like 3 to 5 minutes, hopefully. Hello. Back. Okay. Let's see. I got to Celestial, then when I was about to hit Celestial 2, I think I learned a bad habit or something, because I went on a massive loss streak all the way to GM3. Oh my. Was that this season? Or was that last season? 7 ads? I'm sorry. I only run ads when I'm not doing anything. So, you guys never will miss anything from ads. I promise I'll never run ads when I'm, like, actually playing. I can't control the pre-roll ads when you join much, though. So, I'm sorry. A solo, since I need to stop soon. Oh, hang in there. I'm not really that motivated in Rivals since I hit the goal I wanted. Interesting. Well, good stuff. Ads are over. Good. I'm so heated. I had a game where Gambit had the worst ults I've ever seen. Oof. Of all the characters to have bad ults on, that is probably the worst. Kept happening mid-stream? That's really bad. This season? Dang, okay. Yeah, it just spams ads. Yikes. I don't know enough about Twitch to understand what that is. Re-download Overwatch as soon as it's over. Oh. Well, have fun with Overwatch. I've found a community in Rivals so far that like I probably won't leave. Wait, is one of these gold and is one of these bronze? There's until I don't know if I'll ever fully go back to Overwatch. There would have to be a lot of changes to that game. Also, like, I have so much incentive now to keep going with Rivals because I feel like there's not many people doing Rivals coaching content, but there's a lot of people doing it for Overwatch. Also, I don't know if I could coach Overwatch. So. Yeah, I also really enjoy Rivals, so I hope it's here for a while. Let's see. Classic Caesar. Wanna try Vendetta? Yeah. The song? This is... Oh, let's see if I can say it without thinking of it. This is from Super Monkey Ball 2. I think it's Monkey Billiards. Now let me check the actual name. It is... Yep, Super Monkey Ball 2 Billiards Main. Despite balance griping, I have fun every season. Yeah, the characters are just too fun. All right, who's ready? Good song, huh? Pick a song. That'll work. All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another VOD review. Today we have a GM1 Thor. Losing to his trolling team. The enemy team was straight up inting trolling, yet we still lost due to random deaths and staggering. I wonder if I could have saved it had I focused on something else. Alright. Short, sweet, to the point. Let's see what we can do. First of all, I hate that we're not already there. That's not good. Yes, Churro. Yeah, I really just want to make the point of, like, in lower elo, this is fine. When you're queuing in higher elo, things like this can actually lose you the game. Like, if you were already here, contesting space over here and, like, ready to push, then your mag could have stood on the cart. They don't push it down. And, like, this initial choke, this is really rough. Am I underwater? Is my mic messed up? The bot quick play system in Rivals is the worst thing in this game? I don't think so. No? Okay. User error. Okay, okay. We'll keep going. Sorry, Churro. Good luck. Victoons, if you're still here, what was the theme of your last review that we did? Because it was like last season. It was a while ago.
They look like they mean business.
So far, right here, you're playing fine. Okay. We trade a DPS for a support. That's still in your favor. Oh, kill him. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, that's... Wow. Oh, he did. Kill him. Oh, what a good exile. Wow. Goated Hulk. Way to stay on point. You're playing fine. Oh, nice. And you guys get that point and clean up. Good. That's fantastic. You played that really well. I think the only problem was literally we were AFK at the beginning, and so we don't get a fight up front, which is just massive. Oh, we get a pick. Nice. Hey, welcome back, Ben. It's been a while. How you doing? Hope everything's going okay. Nice. Yo, good stuff. Way to get out. Nice. We go back. Oh. You're a hero. That's what heroes do. Nice. You made the best out of that situation.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
Spending some time with the family. Nice. So I want to kind of dig in here a little bit just to make sure. I feel like you made the best out of a bad situation, which is good.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
You push. So right here we're playing a little aggressive, right? We got a pick. I think that's fine. I think we forced the cloak to ult in not a great position, right? Like if she had ulted here, her first push would be here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and she covers the whole area. Now she has to cover less and actually gets killed because of it. So you literally killed the cloak out of her ult. So that's great. Now here, I question the decision to not go through the portal if we're being nitpicky, I guess. But again, you make the best of it. I feel like we go through the portal, we probably live there. Then we have our ult. There's a chance we win.
So cold.
I thought the wall would be down. Yeah.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
All right, so at this point, now we're thinking what's going on. Because we killed the support out of her ult, right? We pushed the Scarlet Witch back. We killed the Strange early. How did they get this point? Since we can only see your perspective, I would probably assume I know the Hulk ulted. So maybe Hulk's just going crazy, and maybe we have to do something about that.
Let me guess. Your Namor's friend?
That takes care of Namor.
Better stop that vehicle.
Yo, if their cloak wants to play like this, yeah, just kill her. Nice. Good. Respect it. Get out. Hey, we have our ult. What are we trying to do with our ult? Are we ult tracking? Do we know Namor and Strange are about to combo? Good stuff. Way to bully. Nice. Okay, one fight. Good stuff. Excellent.
He stopped them in their tracks.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Uh-oh. Get out, get out, get out.
Let me guess. You're Namor's friend?
Nice. So there's a point to be made here. I just want to watch this from your support perspective. Let's see. Because when we get to this rank, it becomes more theory crafting, and we have to figure out what's going on. Okay. So when you see this happen, right? You're like, okay, we lost our Bucky, we lost our Mag. And they have a Hulk ulting. As a tank, I would just get all the way out here, personally. I wouldn't pause for half a second and I'd just run. And I would hope that my supports follow me. And then we recontest and we still have Invis ult. I think you make the best of it, though. Because now we're down 2 supports as well, and they staggered. You get the Hulk, though. Oh, why do we go in? Did we notice that our supports died?
Still a chance to stop them.
To battle again.
Disappear!
Why is there always a cloak in the back line? What is happening? Oh.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes.
Lightning could wipe fire.
This doesn't look like a huge skill disparity between teams. So I'm curious to see what's... That was dumb of me? Okay. As long as you can recognize that. We gotta... Those are mistakes that, like, really cost us games.
I'm hulking.
Bots are without icons in level 1. Oh, I didn't know that. That's really good to know. I think normally I have to push P. Okay, we have our ult. Who do we use it on? Are we tracking? Do we know? Know who's next for support ults?
By the eye of Agamotto.
I'd ult here. Oh, dead. Oh, no. They made a play. Okay. Now we start getting into some questions of like, just how much are you paying attention to mid-game? Okay. At this level, we have to start thinking about like the enemy team combos. The fact that sound doesn't carry through the portal. Right, right. So I'm not blaming you for not reacting to it because the sound doesn't carry through the portal, right? They made a good play with their ults. So when we're playing at this level, we need to not only react, but we also need to be aware of things before they happen. Where it's like, okay, if I look at the enemy team, I see they have a Strange, a Namor, and a Scarlet Witch. And I see a couple combo potentials, right? Strange ulting and either Scarlet Witch or Namor ulting to follow up. That's a win condition, right? So maybe that's not something we've talked about too much on this channel, actually, which is win conditions. What are the conditions for the enemy team that they need to get in order to win? And it looks like your team doesn't have as strong as a win condition as Strange comboing his ult with either Namor or Witch. Or Hulk just going crazy and getting kills in your backline. Because, like, what do you guys have? You have Mag can cancel out a support ult. Other than that, you don't really have, like, a team wipe. Right? So we need to start paying attention to that and, like, trying to actively either force it out in a bad situation or be aware of it and, like, on comms with our team. Because if we're on comms with our team and we see, like, a portal and we're like, Scarlet Witch hasn't ulted in a while. Witch ult, Witch ult, Witch... You know, we start calling these things out. Like, that alone can actually do it. Well, we went on neutral if He can do a lot on him. Right, so your win condition would actually be to playing into neutral, getting one pick, and trying to let Bucky steamroll, whereas their win condition would be one big hit, one big ult, right? If we're thinking about that, we can talk to our team and have them prepare. Be like, here comes Strange ult, here comes, you know, combo with Namor. Be ready for that. Because then it's like, it changes what Invis should do. Because if it's just Strange, Invis should probably just throw up her shield, right? Or push. If it's both, she needs to be ready for throwing up her shield for the Strange and then pushing the Scarlet Witch. And like, as a tank, you can't control Invis, but you can definitely like call that stuff out. So paying attention to their win condition and calling it out is actually just massive. I never really noticed that, Jake. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this is not good. Yeah. This is a really bad habit. We can't be ulting here by herself with no follow-up. Oh no. Not only did we ult without a follow-up, but then our team comes in to save us, and then Namor almost gets a kill from it. Yeah, if he pops this slightly farther back. Ooh, they actually do get a kill from it. Oh, that's really bad. Not a great invisible. Now we're spiraling really hard. W key into it. Find somebody to bully. Nice. So this whole fight has been one big stagger because you went in with your ult early.
By the eye of Agamotto.
Dang. So what's going on? We've seen at least 2 times now that we went in without our team ready to follow up. Is that the bad habit? Is that what's holding you back and bringing you back down? Oof. Okay. Invis died early. We immediately push him out. Almost secure the kill. Now we get the kill on theirs. Okay, so we're technically up 1 support right now because our support's back. We killed the Namor. Perfect. I would cut off their escape here. That works. Yes. Yeah, Iron Fist died, but that's fine. We're up so much. They do have an invis, so don't get pushed off. Okay, I was about to be really angry at your supports if you died there. Because you're doing the right thing. So, I'm glad we're doing the right thing. That sucks. Okay. We traded DPS for a tank. Now it's like playmaking time. Or else we're gonna get run over. Okay. Nice. Iron Fist gets a kill. Now it's cleanup. Let's go. Nice. Oh. Bro, I'd find the support and just ult. Right there. Just go kill her. 100%. Soul ulter. Kill her. Right? Now. Go for it. Ult. Ult. No. Why are we not ulting? No, now you're... No. Oh, we got to see that as a huge opportunity, right? So like, look at this. Look at the math just right here. Okay. So let's just pause for half a second, right? They have Scarlet Witch, who's kind of lagging behind. They have Hulk. They have Cloak. So that's 3. We have 1, 2, 3, and our 4th is really close. So if you kill this Cloak, now they're staggering. And you have your ult, you have full health. Like, this is where we change from not making mistakes to like being a playmaker and forcing things out of the enemy team. Especially after she uses her Cloak form. Right? She uses Fade, she's just dead. But like, now we're allowing counterplay. This is the last possible moment to actually do it. We waste it. Now the Strange is back. Our team isn't fully back yet, and now they have the advantage. Oh, that's so disappointing. Nice. Total that time. They're dead. Nice. Smart. I think my ult would go to waste since my time to kill on Awakening is faster, and the ult allows me to kill people during team fights. So it's less about... It's more about momentum, right? It's like, if you ult there, look what happens, just as an example, look what happens when the Scarlet Witch ults. So your team clearly has a ton of momentum, right? And you're doing stuff. The effect of an ult is like there's a voice line going off and there's a lot of fear generated, right? The second the Scarlet Witch, before that happens, you guys are already in a bad spot. Like, and now it's like, oh, I just have to get out. So if you did that to the enemy team, you got to see like what the psychological effect is. Like, look at it from this Cloak's perspective. Almost has her ult ready. She's like, oh man, we're holding it together. I'm trying really hard to like keep these guys off of me. I use my bubble. It fades. Like, imagine if now there's a Thor ult on me. Now I feel like she definitely, like, you need to. Like, she would need to pop her ult. And then she won't have it for the next fight. Whereas here, if she can survive with it, if it's just you, essentially. Also, if you said, I'm surrounded by my team and she's alone, so that points to another problem that you might be having, which is just like tunnel vision and not having a timer for when the enemy team is coming back. Because if we watch this fight all the way back, like, we'd have to scoot up a long time until we start getting kills. Right, right. After Fade. You're correct on that. So here it's like, okay, we get 2 kills, so there's only a certain amount of time that we have until they start respawning. We get 3. So we probably have about 2 or 3 seconds left. Like, you got to start building that timer in your head of like how long we actually have for the team to get back. Because here they're back now. The other support's back. Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Hollow.
Our adversaries gather. I bring the hammer.
Why? Bro, this cloak is terrible.
Go back to whatever sea cave you crawled out of. By the eye of
Win condition.
My power grows. By
I'm not sure what you're looking for here. Are you trying to find a way to like get in?
You needed some help.
I am barely wounded. My power grows. By the eye of Agamotto.
Get that vehicle moving again.
All right, who has their ult?
Only 6
Either support is fine.
Us against the world.
Rocco's in trouble. But I know we can save him.
Oh, unfortunate.
Disappear!
Almost, almost. Yeah, this whole section on attack after that you guys lost momentum has just been one big stagger. Like, not stagger, but it's just been one big momentum shift.
Get that vehicle moving again.
And like,
What battle can continue without Thor?
The final 10 seconds. It's a serious reboot. ASAP. Goodbye.
okay, signs of life. Let's go. Oh, don't even kill this range. I'd let him. I'd wait so he can't portal. Nice. Cancel it. Get back as quick as possible.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Slow down.
Oh, you're dead. Oh, no. Yeah. You're just a little too aggressive. White Fox? What's White Fox,
The
Giffen?
lightning of Asgard returns.
First Krakoa, now this. Ultron's outdone himself.
Oh, they have Wolverine.
By the eye of Agamotto.
So you see, their Strange has ulted twice now in the time that we haven't ulted a single time. We're definitely holding on to our ult. Too long. Granted, we're not wasting it in bad situations, but we're not getting any value out of holding it. Way to not overextend. Good stuff. What rank is this? GM1.
No match for a good damage that Ultron's wrought upon this land must be undone.
Us against the world.
For the invis. Oh, very cool. Thanks for letting me know.
Get that vehicle moving again. Down to 30 seconds.
Behold the god of thunder!
There we go.
Double kill.
Yay!
Almost there. You'll turn back now.
Can't push him anymore.
Keep fighting until we have a winner.
Oh, you dead. Oh, you do living. Oh, you dead. Wow. Invis. Yeah, invis. Oh, dead.
Fight a little help, please.
Just too little, too late. Hang on. Hang on. Yep, focus the supports if you can, but I know you're trying to stay on point. Okay, our team portal, that's great, but was it a support? No. And that's it. Dang, close game. So yeah, I mean, two things we can pick out of that is holding your ult instead of using it to try to make an aggressive play and keep your momentum. I guess three things. Looking at win conditions for the enemy team. What is the big thing that I need to avoid from the enemy team? And then not making those mistakes when we go in by ourselves. Like, really is, like, those three things together are definitely things that can lose us games. And on the reverse side, they can win us games if we don't, you know, if we don't stagger ourselves, if we call out enemy win conditions, and then if we use our ult in times of momentum to, like, keep the train rolling and, like, secure a point and things like that. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for this VOD review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. God bless. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye. All right. Let's see. What should we call that? Win conditions? Win. That's not something I don't think I've ever mentioned on this channel before. I'd go, I'm a ult Luna, and somehow the thing overheard me physically and decided to ult me. Yeah. I had a quick play game with Churro where my ult was canceled 3 times as rogue. That's awful. Yes. Yes, hello, Jake. Win conditions are pretty high level to be relevant. Yeah, for sure. They do be up there. I'm being slandered? Oh boy. Yay! Insult me! Make fewer mistakes. Punish more enemy mistakes. Yeah. Now I'm kind of curious. What did they say? I have a weird voice, huh? Lovely. Well, sorry guys. Stream's canceled. I think that was all the VODs we had for today. Yeah, I'll probably do Boo's offline. Oh, okay. Well, it depends on what Boo wants, I guess. Sorry, I'm kind of just out of it today. We can scrub through it real quick. Ahead of it. Hmm. Yeah, she did. She just sent it in.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Even if this world dies, we shall be reborn anew.
I was doing okay on Hulk and Quick Play. Nice. Good stuff.
Look who just showed up.
Jumped by to exile and just dipped. He's a very fun character.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Nice. Oh, get him!
Can't catch me.
Get the kill with right click. Nice.
Turning up the heat.
I don't like that. But I mean, I guess. Yo, kill the nest. Good. That's a very fast ult. Nice. Do you have anything we can combo with? No. Map knowledge.
Us against the world.
Wait, why are we getting out? We have the advantage. Oh, just helps. Okay. Fair enough. Nice.
We captured the mission area.
Hmm.
Rejoice! We have prevailed for now.
There you are.
Uh-oh.
You are nothing.
Good ult.
Disappear.
That happened. Gonna make the best of it. Or we traded DPS. Now, the main thing I'm seeing so far is wasting the right click stun. Not realizing how like helpful that ability is to either secure kills or like keep ourselves alive. Or cancel ults, right? Ah! Yeah, like canceling this ult would have been huge. Positioning's fine. We're doing alright with that.
Those bots were cute, Benny, but they have turning up
Your
the
team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
second shift.
Alright. So, as the fight moved on, we kind of lost sight.
Us against the world.
I should have been recording. I didn't start recording.
Reborn again. Good times.
They've almost got it.
I think it depends how long the fight has been going, and if there is any dive potential from the enemy team, or if there's any ult canceling potential. That one. I feel like I'm not using brain power. That's actually a good thing. That's a feature, not a bug.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. You are nothing.
I have an exam today, so I can't stick around. Okay.
It's fighting time.
Well, good luck with your exam. Hope you have a good one. Alright, so something has changed now.
Thanks for the boost.
Now the thing is really pressuring our team. And I think it got to you. Because now we're like W King really hard. Our good positioning that we had earlier is now out the window. We're back to like brawling. Nice, good right click stun. Yeah, I think that's so far what it is.
Arisen from the ashes.
I am ready to put on a show.
So far, I think your priority has been fine. It really hasn't been too bad in most scenarios.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
I think the thing that I'm really starting to see is when the fights break down, we start to panic. Oh, is this the one where the Gambit was like saying stuff? Weird.
Ha, there you are.
Okay, now we've calmed down,
They're sneaking up on us.
right? We've calmed down and we're taking our good positioning. Oh, and then we let it go.
Glory is almost yours. You are nothing.
Yeah. Oh, please let him follow up. Oh, huge. Oh.
Rise from the ashes soon, Genie.
You thought you could kill Jean Grey? Please.
Yeah, I guess that's a bit of a reputation we have around these parts with Gambit.
Hope I make the cut.
Us against the world.
Thanks for the boost.
Benji's here. First, I take out the bad guys. Then, the jerks who left me off the launch roster.
So, I'm sorry, but I know you have a lot of questions here, Boo. And honestly, so far, I don't think you're asking the right questions. I think that you are doing fine with the questions that you're raising. I think there's just a bigger problem going on.
It's spider time.
And let's see if we can see it and point it out. And I really should be recording. I figured I'd watch this whole thing through and then record like a quick one for you.
Turning up the heat. Can't catch me.
We captured the mission area.
Nice. Okay,
You
where are we
expect
gonna
me to
stand?
Throw some beads?
No high ground positioning and just getting 3D after they get a kill or two. It's similar. That's close. Actually, I kind of want to see if you guys pick up on it. You guys have seen what happened. It's probably hard to tell if you weren't watching from the very beginning.
Double KO.
A fitting end.
Their team's capture progress has passed us against the world.
All I know is dive supports. This is beyond me. A simple person, huh, Hollow? Very simple. As it should be. This is good. Oh.
Second shift. I am ready to put on a show.
Oh, we don't know where health packs are. Hang on. It's down here. One down here, one over here.
What are you aiming at?
Yeah.
They've almost got it!
You needed that.
Listen to the voice in your head and protect this area.
Penny sent out her spider bots. Control seized!
Yeah, there's another one.
G needed that.
All right, so do you guys, are you guys able to tell? Maybe I'm wrong in this as well. But I think I know what's going on.
Thanks for the boost.
Really not using Gene Cell. I had a really clear idea of the first half, first point. Defaulted to main. Very, very close, yeah. Very close, Caesar. That's basically it.
You are nothing!
Almost. Nice.
What are you aiming at?
I feel so excited.
What I'm hoping for, so basically what I'm seeing is we were doing fine. We had great target priority. We had great positioning. We were using high ground effectively. We weren't giving it up. We were only giving it up when we were pressured. Then we would rejoin with our team. We were doing fine. And then something happened. Something changed. At one point, the thing stopped going after supports and got in Phoenix's face and really put pressure on her. Ever since that moment, everything kind of went out the window, right? We stopped using high ground. If we did get to high ground, it was because we were chasing somebody, and then we kind of immediately dropped off to it. We're not like paying attention in team fights, and we're more worried about our health bar. We're trying to like kind of reposition and just like overthinking, right? So like all of that other stuff, you guys are making good points, like not going with the teammates, stuff like that. We were doing it just fine earlier. We were approaching with that, and now we're not. So this is less a problem of like what's going on in the game and more a problem of feeling pressured out, and whether or not that's a correct feeling or not, like if we should be feeling that. So what is the answer to this? I'm hoping we see an adjustment, because it's twofold, right? I'm hoping we see something, and we'll keep watching.
Glory is almost yours!
Huge.
Mademoiselle Gray turning up the heat.
They're winning, but you still got a chance.
No, it's fine.
Turning up the heat.
Gambit did ult her. That's very true. Okay. I think part of this is also just being on domination. Domination's difficult.
Promise Rogue the perfect honeymoon. And this sure ain't it.
Yeah, yeah. She definitely has some good ideas, some good mechanics. It's just the problem of like what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe it's happened. Maybe. Better now. Confident. Still too much though. Very aggressive. We get the Psylocke. I actually love this. This is great. They're letting you get away with it like WG. Like, yeah. I'd stay behind your tanks a little bit, because now we're in Emma grab territory and you can die. Yeah, yeah. This is tank behavior. But I like the aggressiveness. Really W heals though, yeah. You saw one, huh, Caesar? Alright, Dire, get out. That's fine. We lost our Venom early. Like that.
Rise from the ashes.
I am fire and life incarnate.
Yeah, I think we're approaching that territory, Churro. I think that's what's going on. So I think I'd be really curious to see statistics of like win-loss versus certain characters for Boo.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying. Okay, hold your horses. I'll deploy another beacon.
Are trackers and sites that calculate that? Ooh, good to know.
Oh, win it, hand!
Captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Oh, get out! Ooh.
Time!
Nice.
Some help will help.
Patch you up.
Some help will help.
Enjoy the end.
Oh, no, don't. Now, ult. Yeah, kill the invis. There she is. Nice attempt.
The area's almost yours.
Patch you up.
Us against the world.
Nice target priority.
Second shift. We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
And portal, that's it. Portal.
The phoenix burns once more.
All right. Let's go make the video now. All right, hello everybody, welcome back. This is going to be a little bit differently, but we have a plat to Phoenix. And we did a quick, what we did for this one, since we've already VOD reviewed this person a couple times, we actually watched it ahead of time, and now I'm going to go through and kind of explain what happened. So, if you watch this back, what you're going to see is on first point, for the most part, until the very end of first point, you played fantastically, right? You were using high ground. You waited to get off high ground until you got pressured out. Your target priority was fine. I don't think you played bad at all, right? We tried to push up with our team. We played well. We pulled back with our team and peeled a little bit. We paid really good attention. We put out good pressure, right? But then something happened. Over here, probably about here if I had to guess,
They've almost got it.
something changes.
Be proud of what you
What happens,
Red light chip.
maybe it's here. At some point, the thing stops going for supports. What they do is they start attacking you. I want to try to find the exact spot.
control these.
I think it really is like right here. Thing literally just gives up attacking everybody else and starts gunning after you. This is actually a really good example of what you can do if there's an oppressive DPS on the enemy team as a tank. All he did was like W key on our Phoenix here and like completely got in her head. After the point where he starts pressuring her, his the Phoenix's position just kind of goes out the window. And for the rest of the game, she's barely using high ground. She's like really worried about dying and being caught out. And like then our effectiveness just like goes down the drain, right? Our positioning goes out the drain. We're not like thinking clearly.
Us against the world.
Yeah. So Churro makes a really good point. We want to emphasize that, like, you are a massive issue. You're causing problems. You're destroying the penny nest. You're off-angling, and you're just causing havoc on the enemy team,
I am
right?
ready to put on a show.
And the thing is identified that and started basically, like, trying to shut you down. I think maybe here is where it happens for real. Yeah, this is the part where I was like, oh, okay. Up until this point, you're playing fine. Now, you're trying to do the same thing. You take high ground, you're starting to take an off angle, you're doing well. We hear footsteps. Okay, now there's a thing in our face. Okay, we try to do the same thing we did. We lose our high ground. And immediately, like, we've left high ground, right? Now we're looking around. We're trying to see what's going on. We're not playing... see, we already lost 2 people by the time we get in, and we're slowing down, right? So, what I want to do now is I want to start talking about, like, what do we do in this situation? They actually switch off thing, but really that's like all it took. Was the thing like shutting us down 1 or 2 times for us to like get in our head and like lose everything else. You see, the mission's already unlocked. We're like not really here. Also, I mean, we are arguing with our gambit. If somebody flames you again, just mute them. They don't know what they're talking about. Leave it. Well, watch this. We take high ground. We start shooting. Somebody gets a little bit close, and then we immediately drop high ground. Right? And now we're like down in the open with our team. Whereas if we were still standing here, we can hit all of the same shots. Like, the enemy is not doing anything to force it to push it. So there's 2 things we need to do, okay? The first is what happens when we realize this is happening, right? It's like, oh man, I'm trying to play Phoenix, but there is a Captain America or a Venom or a Thing or Spidey or somebody who's like putting pressure on me. So what do we do in that situation? We definitely have to realize what's happening and like calm ourselves down and be like, okay, I'm getting pressured. That actually is a good thing for my team, because if a tank is on a DPS, that means there isn't a tank on the front line. So I can actually just keep what I'm doing, keep up the pressure anytime they let me, because I'm forcing the enemy tank to like take account of me, right? So we have to realize that's okay. We have to calm ourselves down and not panic and keep doing that thing, okay? Keep putting pressure out and not let it get to us. The second thing is... Oh, shoot. I already forgot. No, I'm really out of it today, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, we really have to, like, calm down in the moment and adjust our play style to where, like, if they give us time to stand on the high ground and exert pressure like it is, great, take it. And if not, be okay with that and realize what you're doing, okay? Like, ignore the haters, ignore what's going on in chat, things like that, and, like, understand what... This is part of where, like, understanding other roles comes into play as well. Because if you're playing Phoenix and you're up here and you're like, man, I have this thing on me, or I have Venom or Cap, or all the examples I gave, right? It's really frustrating. But if you've played the thing, or you played Cap, Venom, Angela, any tank, and you know what it's like to be pressured out by an oppressive Phoenix, and you're like, man, this is so annoying, and nobody's helping me with it, so I'm either just going to dive straight at him, or I'm going to pick a different character specifically to try to shut them down. Like, you are getting into that person's head, you're getting into the enemy team's head, and again, if a tank is 1v1ing a DPS over here, if we do some math, that means there is hopefully 2 tanks over here on your team to 1 tank on their team, and that's a winning fight. So you're doing great in this scenario. Don't let it get to you, and like accept the chaos that comes along with it. Because the rest of this game, like up until that point, you were playing confident, you were doing well. The rest of this game, you're in your head, you're thinking about like, oh, I don't know if I'm playing right, I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm not putting as much pressure as I am, as I was. Like I'm not doing well. I feel like I need to kills, things like stop the spiral, like the tempest of thoughts before it gets started. So yeah, I mean, and then the last thing we can really talk about is like there's some map knowledge that goes on here, specifically on Third Point. And I don't blame you for this. Like Third Point's a really tough map. A lot of the times we're like down here with our team, which is fine, but also like we have to be aware, like, okay, now we're in the open, let's go push out, let's go take high ground, let's go, you know, shut this down. And that just comes with like map knowledge, just trying things. But that is so much farther down the road. For real, we really just need to focus on like understanding the value that we're getting and the pressure that we're putting out on our team, and like trusting ourselves to not get frustrated. So I think you're doing fine. I know this one was weird, so I apologize for that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care, God bless, and catch you guys in the next one. Bye. That's a very short one as far as the actual YouTube video. That was only 8 minutes. Okay. This was a Plat Phoenix. So, titles. I wanted to read some chat. I think I can understand how she feels. Like, if I'm flanking and I'm being pressured by a daredevil or something, there's just a wall in my head that goes, I can't do that anymore. That makes me play a lot more scared. Yeah, that's what's going on. Definitely understandable, and it's not an easy problem to solve. It really isn't. Honestly, Boone, that first round, the way you took the high ground was great. You're doing awesome. Yeah. They have to recognize that they wouldn't be bullying you if you weren't a good player. Okay. Yep. That's without sacrificing gameplay quality. Fight a Hawkeye, take a finish if he hits a shot. And if he's terrible, I turn my attention. Yeah. Yeah. Play to your potential. Stay focused. Those are close. Yeah, that's like floating around the idea. Believe in yourself. Don't panic, but I think we've already done that. Head in the game. You're a threat. Yeah, that's closer there. It's like it's just the idea of like understanding that the enemies I'm gonna bring economics into it. But if you guys have heard of like economics, there's like this chess piece theory, right? Where people are not chess pieces, right? They don't just stand there and let you move them around and do things. They react, right? So if you're basically, what happened in this game is she was such a threat that the enemy didn't just let her be a threat, they responded to it. And then she didn't respond well to how they responded to it. So, yeah. You're a threat is really good. Yeah. The enemies are actually theoretically sapient beings who react to the stimuli you present to them. Yeah. Yeah, that's really like the core of like what this is. Theoretically. Yeah. I know like 3 or 4 good Jeff players that actually think.
Hulk isn't the only
There's
one
a
with a temper.
very yay, rivals names. Classic. I mean, to be the Gunnar game, I suppose. To all of our detriments. All right.
Double KO.
So I'm sorry for the weird day, guys. I'm just not feeling well. Been out of it. But I think that's all of the VOD reviews that we had lined up. We're good to go. I think that's everything. I'm not gonna do an Am I the Problem or a Guess the Rank because I'm just not in that right headspace. Oh, I wonder what this actually. I want to see this. I've never seen a. I've never seen that. A Aura farming large Hulk. That's funny. I know what it looks like for Banner.
I'm not Hulk. He's part of
Why?
me, but he's not all.
That's so funny. No pressure question. Should I submit one later then? Sure. Yeah, I gotta be the change you want to see in the world. Waste your ult slow walking at them. Yeah. Dude, I haven't played. That's pretty... But that would be really funny. Technically, yeah, Get Ben does have one, but hers was submitted very quickly after the previous one, so I wanted to wait and then have her submit another one after a while. I definitely want to do more, for sure. We just have to have time to let it sink in. Ah, that's probably good. But yeah, I'm gonna go lay down and hopefully feel better. Hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you all for stopping by and hanging out and everything. Y'all are actually amazing.
There, they're up ahead.
Y'all space it out to a month? Yeah, about a month is usually pretty good. Unless you really can grind and then hit like another wall with it, like, you know. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I'm feeling better. And then tomorrow we have the new season hitting. So we'll mess around with a new character. And then we'll do a talk about... we'll do a talk about the balance patches and the changes we need to see in Rivals. I don't want to grind anymore. I have a family. Yeah, same here, Get Bent. So, yeah. Hey, you guys have a wonderful day. Catch you tomorrow. God bless. Bye.